So in the previous class we discussed like installing the AD, the basics. We installed the domains, AD role and all completed. SCCM installation is done. We have joined to a domain, right? So what we done? Join to domain. So once the join to the domain is completed, you will see the object will be placed in the active directory. So in the active directory, we need to do some configurations related to SCCM. Is it clear? Important configurations which we need to do. Okay. There from here it will comes into picture, creation of users and groups. Okay. That is very important. Beforehand or something where these are important. These are common for any server, right? So only for AD server, these are common. Okay. So you're installing a domain controller, ADDS role, where you're installing the role. Turn off firewall, ADDS, see here. Until these are basics for any server. And these are only for AD server roles. Then you need to do some activities related to SCCM also. Means before installing SCCM, you need to make sure some of the important things are ready. So we already created users and groups. Okay. So in AD server, I created one OU called SCCM and admins. I created one user called SCCM admin. So SCCM admin, added members. Under sites SCCM servers, I need to add a computer object of SCCM computer object. Which object? This computer object must be placed in the members of the server. SCCM members, click on add. Make sure you go to the objects and type computers. If not, it won't succeed. Select the computer objects and type for SCCM here, SCCM, and check name. So your object, you can select your SCCM, click OK. Okay. So in this group, if you having like multiple servers in future, if you want to install 10 servers, 20 servers, each object must be added to this OU. Sorry, must be added to this group. Is it clear? In future, if you want to install any server, additional servers of SCCM, so each server must be added here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is one of the prerequisites check. Okay. So then if you are having any SCCM admins, you can add it in this particular group. So SCCM team will get an access. So these are two important. So users are created. After this, what we need to do is, so in general, you will find lot of blocks related to SCCM installation. Okay. So if you type SCCM installation step by step, you will find lot of documentation. Prajwal Desai is one of the good blog, and also you will find many blogs related to this. Prajwal Desai is also one good guy where he will document step by step things. Anup Nair also, he is also one of the good blogger. Okay, so if you see here, if you go each and everything will we see there are 17, about 19 step by step installation created in a PDF. You can download and save locally if you want. Okay. So what configurations are there? Which server you need to create? Okay, he created one AD server, one primary side server, and he's creating multiple clients. We can consider this. That is fine. Okay. He's saying what is the server with he's installing in the VMware hypervisor. You may go with the Hyper-V also. Shouldn't matter. Okay. So he's saying download the prerequisites, check whatever you want. So the main thing is we need to create a system container. How to create? In AD, you need to go to adsi.edit.msc. Then you need to click on connect. Then under system, you need to create a new object called container. And you need to give a name called system space management. For this, we need to give security permissions of computer object. Means whatever the group which we created for We have created one group, right? SCCM servers. For this group, we need to give a full permissions. Is it clear? On that particular folder, we need to give a full permissions to entire this group. What happened? If you give the access to this group, then automatically members of the object will have a full control. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Is it clear?
Oh yeah.
If you
Yes,
give
sir,
an
clear.
access
Yes.
to the group, if you have added 100 servers, 100 servers will have an access. But if you give only directly to this machine, you need to add individually again all the time. What is easy of managing? Group or adding a single resource?
Group.
Group. So you can make one group and you add all the objects inside, give a permission to group. In future, if you want to add 100,000, you try to add it. So that group will get automatically access. Members of the group will get automatically access. Is it clear?
Yes.
That is the why. That's why we will create a groups concept. That's very important. Okay. One of the example. I will show you one more example later. Okay. What is the importance of the group? Close. So what they are saying, try to add, give a security full control. Okay, that's what we'll do. And we need to do an extension of active directory schema. What is the user? There is a file called extdch on the SCCM installation folder. Okay, on the SCCM installation folder, you will find a file. We need to double click or open with a command prompt. So it will say successfully extended the active directory schema. The interview, they will ask you a question. Is it mandatory to extend a schema? It's not mandatory. It's if you extend active directory schema, you will get two benefits. You will get like whenever you install SCCM client, the site code will be auto discovered, and also whenever the roaming boundaries, like user is going to a different location, that will then that machines can contact SCCM. That is only the two benefits. Is it clear? So
Yes.
these two things we need to do in AD. Somebody will confuse and will do it in SCCM. That's not a good thing. So what we need to do, we need to create a system management container. Okay, going to adsi edit.msc from the run. So this we need to do in AD server. Once it's completed, extend schema. We need to complete on the AD server, not on the SCCM server. Be clear. You need to do these two things in the AD server. So what I will do, I have some issues actually to download this extend schema file because no, it is part of SCCM server. If I go to my SCCM, my local machine, I have plenty of SCCM. Go to D drive, go to SCCM data. I have my SCCMs where I place. See, these are the versions. Initially, they released 15.11. The versions we can see it later. Okay, I will explain in the later class. SCCM 1511 came after 1702, 1802, 1902, 22. So now 2103, the latest one. If you go to inside 22, where you will expand, you will see your SMS setup bin x64. Here you will find a file called extend schema file. But sometimes what happen, if you copy paste this file, sometimes it's getting corrupted, it's not working as expected. Okay, you need to run in the domain admin privilege. Okay, either you double click, it will work. Either you double click, it will work, or you can open a command prompt, it will work. Once you double click, what happens, it automatically creates one file called extended schema. Okay, let's first do the system management container, give a full permissions, then extend schema will do. So let me go to run and type adsi edit. You need to give dot msc. Then right click, click on connect. Okay, right click, click on connect, click OK. Then expand this one, expand. Under system, okay, you need to right click. Under system, you need to right click and create a container. Right click, a new, select object, then select the container from here. Okay, then next, without first letter would be capital, system space M would be a capital letter. You cannot give a typo mistakes, sometimes it will get errors. Okay, you need to make sure you're giving system space management, S and M should be a capital. Next, next, finish. For this, what you need to do, go to the properties of this particular system management container. Go to right click, go to the properties. You need to go to security tab. You need to add the group which we created. Which group we created for servers, computer objects? You need to add, what is our group name? SCCM admin. So you can type SCC, check names, you will get all the groups. I will select my SCCM admin, sorry, SCCM servers we need to add, because we need to give the computers a full permission on this OU. Select the computers. Okay. Okay. Give the full permissions. Apply. Go to the advanced settings. Go to advanced settings. You need to say, click edit. Not only to this OU, not only to this OU, also to the this object and all descendant object, means give the permission to this folder and all subfolders in this particular OU, and click OK. Apply. OK. One configuration is done. Is it clear? This complete configuration is completed for the system. This is what we need to do. Then next, copy the file from your drive. Where to download, I will see. I will show you later. Okay. Extend scheme. Let me double click. From 2012 later, I see from last 4 years, when I double click on thing, it's getting an error. It's saying code, the code execution cannot found because the not found reinstalling this role. I see this error. If I can run from the PowerShell command, let I see lot of times this error is there. It's done. It's not getting any error. Let me see. Any file is created or not. Not created. Once it's completed, you will find. So let open the command prompt and try whether it's working the fine or not. Let's drag. It's getting an error. I see this error from very long back. Not sure what is happening the issue. But I have a file which I copied from a 2012 R2. Okay. I have a file which I copied to 2012 R2. The data where you can see it in the SCCM data, where you can go. I have shared already SCCM data folder with you. Okay. In this, you will find SCCM. So either you can go with 22 or SCCM 21. There I copied one external schema. So what you do, right click, download, download this file. Let me delete the existing file on the desktop. So let me copy it. Okay, it's 2.4 MB. It's done. Copy. Not sure if direct copy will work here. Okay, right click, run as administrator. Completed. See, once you completed, you got the not you got the extend schema file. So you will see an information called extended schema successfully. See, and this is the entry question. If you extend schema, how many classes you will get, how many attributes you will get. That's also rarely they will ask. You will get 14 attributes and 4 classes. You will get 14 attributes. If you can see 14 attributes with 4 classes here. So they will sometimes they will ask you the what is the names. SCCM site code, site assessment code, site boundaries. You can say roaming boundaries, default MP name. At least you 4 to 5 you need to remember. Very rare they will ask, but you need to say by heart how many classes and attributes, okay, which are present in the schema. So second configuration is also completed. Means AD part we completely done. Is it clear? So we have completed the AD information. Means whatever we want to do the configuration in AD is completed. Is it clear? The next thing what we need to do is a GPO. That's not mandatory. That's part of a basic thing we can do. Or the important thing is not mandatory. If you can do a manually also, you can do it. Okay. GPO. So what is the use of GPO means if you want to replicate some configuration to some servers so that it is very easy. So AD part is completed except GPO. GPO is not mandatory. Okay, GPO is not mandatory, but if you want to do, you can do it. I will show what is the difference. Okay. Now if I go to my SCCM server, okay, if I go to AD part is complete, I'm moving to SCCM. Okay. So let me go to click on SCCM here. So here I cannot reboot the server now. See, is there an option for reboot?
No.
No. Even if you open a command prompt as an administrator, you cannot do it. CMD, right click, run as admin. It will ask username and password. Are you able to see the screen? You able to see the screen? Right? It's asking. Hello.
Username and password.
Password. Big why? You are not an admin to this machine. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? You cannot change the date. You cannot change the time. Nothing you can do. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? Hello.
Yeah.
If you want to change anything, your username must be part of local administrator group. If you want to do it, L usrmgr.msc. Then go to the groups, go to administrators. Your computer, your username must be part of your local administrator group. Then only you will be a super admin to the means full admin to this computer. Is it clear? If I want to add manually my SCCM admin user, it will not work because why? I am not part of a I am not part of an admin to this machine. Am I right or wrong? Who is an admin? Who is part of this domain admin? He will get a full access. I won't get an access because I am not part of this group. I am not an admin to this machine. Who is existingly full admin? They can only do these activities. Is it clear? Is it clear what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, yeah, clear.
So my I have an AD server. AD server is by default the account is a domain admin. So if I log in with this domain admin account, will it work on the local machine? Because it's already part of my local group. If I log into this machine as a domain administrator, will it work or not? I can change the properties, yes or no?
Yeah, yeah, it will be.
So what I will do, I cannot log off. So what I will do is I will open CMD as administrator or I will open as a different user, anything. Because I am not local admin, either you can run as admin, it will ask you a username and password. I need to enter admin credentials, not SCCM admin. Administrator, then my admin password. This account, see, now I logged in with which account? Who am I? I logged in with the administrator. If I open a normal command prompt with normal, without credentials, means see the difference. It's an admin account, it's a normal. Who am I? I log in with my account. My account will not have an access to the local computer because I am not of a admin. So I opened a command prompt with administrative account of different account. So here I will type lusrmgr.msc. Then I will go to groups. I will go to administrators. I will go to add. I will give my SCCM admin account. Okay. Then I will give OK, apply. Is it now it's working?
Yeah, okay.
So in this way, you need to go for one time manually. And then in the command prompt, you can type gp update slash force. It will not work for the first time because still you not got a full permissions. Restart is not came, right? You need to log out. You need to log out and log in. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? You need to get, if you add manually, you need to come out of this session and come back. Then only will get a full permissions. Let's see if you reboot came, still not came. What you need to do? Sign out, log in back to the same with the same user, SCCM admin. If I open my account, if now I will be part of full administrator, I can reboot, I can do anything. I can open a command prompt as an administrator now because I taken a control from a super admin. So now it won't ask any passwords, but it will ask yes, okay. But I am a super admin now. Now I can do directly go to LUS or MGR. If I want to add some other groups manually, I can add it. I will add a user called Praveen now. If I want to add, okay, I added. Praveen also is part of local admin. He is get a full access to the server if he logins to the server. Is it clear? Is it clear what I'm
Yeah.
saying to you?
Yeah. Yeah. Clear.
So that is very important. You need to get a control. Initially, open the command prompt with a different user. With an whatever you log in with AD server, same user you need to type here so that you will have a full control. Then you add your account, then you will get it. This is a manual way of doing it. If you have 100 servers, is it very easy to log in every time giving a permissions locally? 1,000 servers,
Yeah. It's difficult.
it's difficult to add. If you want to add future, 10 more groups. Your see, if you are now joined 1,000 servers, you manually added. Your some security is same. I want to add 5 more groups on 1,000 servers. What you will do? It is like a manual task doing on 1,000 servers. It will time consuming process. Am I right or wrong? So because admin permissions are needed, right? So for that, we already created 2 groups, right, in AD. Am I right or wrong? What this groups contains? It contains computer object. If SCCM admin contains accounts. If I add these 2 groups on this server locally, that would be sufficient or not? Is it, am I right or wrong? Manually adding 10 users rather than using a 10 users, I can add these 2 groups so that all users will get a permissions to the local admin. Yes or no?
Yes.
On the particular servers, yes or no? So for that, we need to use a GPO concept. You need to go to start administrative templates, open group policy. So group policy management. I want to create a group policy for a specific OU. Which OU? Under servers. I want to create a GPO over specific OU. Okay. If you want to add a local administrator, if you don't know how to create a GPO, simply search how to add local user to administrative group from GPO. Open the first blog or second blog. See how they are adding. So you need to go to you need to create a policy, go to computers, policies, Windows settings, go to restricted groups, add your group, whatever you want. Clear? Simple. They given step by step. Follow the same way. Right click, Create GPO to the domain, SCCM, any name, admin. Okay. Click on this. Do not show this message again. Right click, edit. Go to computers, policies, Windows settings, security, restricted groups. That is there. That's what they said, right? Yes.
Yes.
So you need to go to policies, Windows settings, security settings, restricted groups. Same way we came here. So GPO is very crucial. Okay. So you are in production. Okay. Some some team is already giving, some resources are already using the servers. Okay. Now you are joined in a company. You don't know GPO, but you know the how to create. Okay. If you create a group, okay, like administrators, okay, I will add user called Praveen. Okay. Only Praveen. Okay. Apply. Okay. So I am saying, okay, your team ID you added something. Okay. You want to add some groups and all, you given an access to SCCM servers or something. So if you are in the server, what are the existing groups are there? Praveen, SCCM admin, domain admins are there. You created a group. It's done. Policy is completed. If you want to apply this policy, you need to wait for 90 minutes. Is it clear? You need to wait for 90 minutes. If not, you need to open a command prompt and type gp update slash force. Gp update slash force. Check after this applement. It's working or not, you need to validate. Will it work or will not work? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, working fine.
How many say yes, how many say no?
Computer forms update has completed success.
Completed. It means to say the command is completed. Open. Is it applied or not applied?
Apply.
I
Apply.
given SCCM site servers, not SCCM admin. I have given a group, it's not added. I given Praveen SCCM servers I given. The policy is not applied. See, if you give a comment, that doesn't mean that is getting applied. Okay. The command is successfully completed. But E in AD, in which OU we created this policy? SCCM. Am I right? So
Yeah.
only if any servers which are part of this OU, there that only that will apply. Any servers are there inside this group? Under the servers, do you see any computer objects? You are applied a computer policy. Which policy you applied? You created a computer configurations. Then under the servers, do you have any server computer configuration, computer item here?
No.
No.
So that policy will apply to this machine. If you type 100 times, the policy will apply or don't apply.
No.
It will not apply. If you want to make this policy to apply to this machine, you need to first move the computer object from default computers to the server OU. Is it clear? You need to right click, move servers, then only, because you created a policy for servers OU. Is it clear? You created a policies linked to servers OU. It now, after movement, if you type gp update slash force, close. Once it's completed, you run it again. Computer updated successfully. Double click. Is it came? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
But one thing you noticed, domain admins are there part of this group. SCCM admins are there. Existing groups are gone. Right or wrong? Existing
Yes.
manually added groups are gone. SCCM admin account is not there. Domain admins are not there. Yes or no?
Yes.
After applying the policies, if you reboot the server and later you comes and join, you do your policy, you completed your task, and you went off for a day. That will impact very lot because you vanished the existing groups which are existing on the server. No one will able to log in. Even domain admins also will not able to log into the server. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? You alone can log in. Others will not able to log into the server. It will be a bigger impact. Even domain admins, super admins, nobody will able to log into this server. See, if I log in with a domain admin, what is my domain admins? Praveen/administrator. Sorry, password. If I want to log in with my domain admin, it will work as a domain user, but he will not have a full control. I am locally able to log in, but I cannot take an RDP. Why? Because let me try to MSTSC. Why? Because you are able to log in locally, locally to this box. But when you try to do an RDP MSTSC, it will not work remotely. Why? Because if you go to local users and groups, if you go to the groups, by default, one of the group will have a domain users somewhere. Mm, so I doesn't see this one. Okay, let me try to do. Let me enable a under my computer properties. My computer properties. Let me enable the remote session. I do not able to enable because I'm not a domain admin, right? I'm not a domain admin to this machine. I am a simple user, like a normal user. Do I get a restart? A super
Uh,
admin also will not get a privilege. Why? Because you are not part of a local admin group. You cannot do anything. You cannot modify any settings. You cannot add your user because you are not part of local admin. So you removed important permissions. Is it clear? Even we logged in with SCCM admin account, right? You removed that permissions also, but it may be work with a locally. But let me log in with a Praveen account. Why? Praveen account is a full admin. You made a Praveen as he only able to modify the settings. Is it clear? In general, servers will reside somewhere in the data centers. Okay, in companies. Okay, let me enable the. If you want to take RDP of this server, like you're typing MSTSC, right? Yes or no? You
yes.
are taking MSTSC. How you're doing? So let me open a command prompt from my physical machine. This is my physical machine. Let me open a command prompt. Let me ping whether it's pinging to my SCCM server or not. I will see SCCM because it's a domain. It will not pingable directly. Okay. Ping SCCM dot Praveen dot local. Not working. Let me type it with the IP address. What is the IP address of SCCM? 1.110. It's not working. Maybe check the firewall. Think we disable the domain firewall or not. Domain firewall still exists. Let's disable the third firewall. Now try to ping from my physical machine. Okay. From my physical machine. Now it's working. Pingable. If I want to take MSTSC, my physical machine, not from a locally, what is my IP address? 192.168.1.110. Is it working?
No.
Is it working or not? Not. If you want to work, okay, you need to enable one service called remote desktop connection, where you will do under my computer properties. Okay, you need to go to the remote settings. Then you allow remove this check mark. Okay, allow this remote connection. Okay, now you can take an RDP from your physical laptop. On your laptop, you directly go to MSTSC connect. Now it's asking username and password, means it's working. Now if I type my SCCM admin account or domain admin, what is my domain admin? Praveen slash s. Okay, it's checking for a permissions, securing remote connection. It's asking. Okay, saying, see, your computer cannot connect to remote. Why? Because you do not have an access. You are not part of a local admin group. You can connect the server locally if you are in front of the server, but in companies we will do MSTSC. That will not work at all. Is it clear? Everything in GPO you need to be very cautious. You're doing something, okay, but you remove the existing permissions. Is it clear what I'm saying to you? So remote MST will not work if you do such a. Only Praveen can able to log in now. Is it clear? Remote SCCM admin. So SCCM admin is before super admin. Am I right or wrong? So the team will come and log in and see. They won't access, and they will raise one P1, P2. I am not able to log into the my server because I logged in yesterday. It's not working today. Somebody's changes done on the AD side, GPO. So entire permissions will be go away for 1,000 servers. What is the impact? No application will work. Nobody able to log in. You need to be very cautious doing in a GPO. Is it clear?
Yeah.